Question. I sell a $27 course through a challenge funnel, and I noticed most buyers are from countries where nobody ever buys my $2,000 backend coaching. It feels like I'm filling my list with the wrong people. Should I restrict my ad targeting even if it makes the front end more expensive? Okay, so here's my answer. I have sold more than like 15,000 copies of my low ticket offers uh, globally, and what you can see is this phenomenon. Okay, so we call them big five countries, and let's say worldwide, the rest of the world countries. And what we need to find is kind of like the blend of these two. And I'll tell you why. Like, this is the best thing we want to have. Maybe the overlap is even bigger. But why? Because with big five countries, usually the cost per acquisition is higher. So let's say you have a $27 offer for big five countries, your cost per acquisition could be $80, and your average order value will be like, it's still higher than here, but let's say it's $60. Okay, so you're losing money on your front end. Okay, that's what is with big five countries. Worldwide, on the other hand, your cost per acquisition could be, let's say, $40, and your average order value is $50. So you are ROAS positive, whereas here you are ROAS negative. Okay, on the front end. That's normal. That's normal. What people miss is what you mentioned in the question. And the thing is, usually those people convert way less to the backend offers, even from the countries where the average income is high. Okay, so in big five countries, what I mean by the way, by big five countries, it's the United States, Canada, Australia, the United Kingdom, and New Zealand. Those we call big five countries. Even if you start targeting people from, let's say, Europe, Western Europe, like France or Germany, or other people like where the income is quite high so people can afford it. The problem is, in those countries, usually the education is not paid, or people are not willing to spend on education that much. The mentality of those countries is different from the US. In the US, like, you always pay insane amount of money for colleges. Like, it's yeah, we have private schools in Europe, but in most countries, like, even the master degrees are free. So people are not, like, the mentality of people is like not willing to spend on education that much. It's getting better, but it's not that much. So what you want to do is you want to run your front end as effective as possible so you can scale it. Okay, so I would love to run both of these, and we usually mix up the audience together. We target worldwide, and this part will increase the ROAS. This part will decrease the ROAS. So when you get this overlap, you are ideally breaking even, and you are converting that part of the audience to your backend offer. But because you are breaking even, you can scale. Okay, you can go from $200 a day to $1,000 a day, and you will get almost always those two people you would originally spend $200 a day losing money on ads in that $1,000 a day of the mixed audience. So that's how you can do it. That's how we run our low ticket challenges. So yes, you're right. From big five countries, the conversion of the backend offer is higher than from the rest of the world, but the rest of the world can increase your ROAS. So I would do the overlap.
And one more thing. If you are a coach or a service provider or a course creator and you want to see how I replaced sales calls with a simple reward video that helped me get more than 160 high-ticket clients, I'm happy to show you how and how you can use it in your business. Just click the link below in the description and see you there.